While everybody's rushing to post basic beginner guides, I took the time to dig deeper. This video is designed for those of you who already have a solid understanding of the game. Tips on how the hidden mechanics work, how to start your own gang, create a vampire build. Man, we got all types of juicy tricks, secrets, and techniques that every player needs to know. Now you've probably seen many videos showing you rare armor and weapons that you can retrieve at the very start of the game, such as the Umbra sword and armor set, or maybe the Emilion Frost sword and armor. But you really should know you might not want to bum rush these rare weapons and armor pieces too early, because the strength of most unique armor sets and even some unique weapons is tied directly to your character's level at the time you acquire them. They do not scale as you level up. Take the Umbra gear as an example. The Umbra sword is not level dependent. Its damage output always scales with your strength and blade skill. On the other hand, the Umbra armor is level dependent. If you pick it up at say level 5, the stats will be significantly lower than if you waited until level 20. So when it comes to unique armor and weapons, it may be wise not to bum rush straight for them. Try holding off until you're around at least level 20 to 25, that's the sweet spot. By then, the armor will spawn with much stronger stats, making it strong enough to carry you through the entire rest of the game. Think of it like you're trading early game convenience for long-term dominance. Now, many people have been discussing the difficulty spike between Adept and Expert. It's like you're one-shotting enemies on Adept just too easy. Meanwhile, you're getting your damn cheeks handed to you on Expert, using 20 potions for one fight. Well, I have a solution for you if you're on PC. Sadly, no real solution for console players, but PC players can easily download this mod, a difficulty slider. Shout out to the dude who made this. It's very simple, very easy to install. This mod here is the perfect solution to fixing the difficulty. Now for console players, I recommend maybe playing on Adept, but simply doing whatever you can to handicap yourself and make it more of a challenge. A great example is prioritizing style and fashion over strength when it comes to your armor set. Maybe wear a snazzy hood instead of a helmet. It's a fun and viable way to handicap yourself if things become too easy. Now I'm sure you've heard all types of different tips and tricks regarding lockpicking. Well, here's the easiest, most valuable technique for lockpicking. So all you do is spam the X button on a pin that's already set, and you will continue to level up security. That's it. It's that simple. You want to do this on a hard or very hard lock to receive more XP, and well, I know one door you can easily get to, which is at the Mage Guild in Anvil.
Aren't you an ugly one?
All the way up the stairs, you'll find this dude's bedroom, which is a very hard lock that you can train on. This is the best place to level up your security super early in the game. However, if you truly want to do everything by the book, 100% organically, nothing even remotely close to an exploit, then you can go to the Shrine of Nocturnal. There you will find a quest, and if you complete the quest, you'll be rewarded with an item that will boost your lockpicking skills dramatically. It'll make lockpicking so much easier without abusing any mechanics. You'll need a bed to sleep in order to level up, right? But beds aren't cheap. So if you're a broke ass bitch like me, you got no gold, got no shorty, then you need to hear this. Now there's many videos showing off a dozen different strategies to find easy or free bedrooms, such as getting a free bed from the Mage Guild, for example. But why get a free stinky small bedroom shared with other smelly ass dudes when you can get a free giant castle? Yes sir, because the remastered version includes all the old DLC, you can run up into Battlehorn Castle on the very west side of the map. You just pull up, talk to this handsome gentleman, and they will hand you the deed, so you own it. Not only is there beds to sleep and tons of storage, but much more exciting stuff going on here, such as a secret tunnel hiding within this castle that will lead you to some awesome weapons and gear. I won't spoil the whole quest, however I will show you how to start it. So So you just follow my exact pathing you've seen me running on screen and click this hidden candle. Follow the path and you'll find some incredible loot and cool enemies. Now another awesome mechanic about this castle is the fact that you can request these knights to follow you. Basically recruit them into your squad, which leads me to my next tip. Squad up your own gang. There's a technique to gain partners that will fight by your side in whatever adventures you embark on permanently for however long you want. And so here's how to do it. Firstly, you need to get yourself some real warriors. Like I just said, at Battlehorn Castle, there's at least 1 or 2 knights walking around which you can request to follow you. And they will, because you're the king of the castle. And boom, they will protect you in battle. Next step in creating your gang, you gotta round up the homies by going to Coral and ask about the rumors until you find my main man Jermaine. He'll give you a quest. Now progress through this quest and you'll reunite Jermaine with his brother. From there, you talk to the brother and he'll send you on a quest to kill some orcs. And then they'll ask you to guide them back to their home that you just cleared out. But now's your chance to make them your slaves, because now they squad up with you and will remain that way if you never bring them to their destination, fighting by your side for the rest of their lives. Yes sir, got the homies squadding up. Avengers Assemble type shit. Now, if you're having issues with frame drops, in my opinion, the 2 most helpful settings to change would be turning off the screen post reflections, and secondly, if you're on PC, down here you turn the DLSS up to performance or even ultra performance if it gets real bad. I don't have some massive rocket ship computer with a 50,000 Ti graphics card, but usually basic is solid for indoors and performance is stable for out in the open world. And it still looks pretty good. Now earlier in the video I showcased a technique to grind your security level, right? Well, that only works because of the new leveling system. You level up certain skills simply by performing that particular action. I have a few different techniques here for other skills too. Check it out. So first of all, you can grind up your acrobatics level by simply finding a low object to jump under. You spam the jump and within a few minutes you'll be at level 25, which I highly recommend because at 25 you receive the dodge ability, which drastically changes combat in a positive manner. You'll be schmoovin' on these ugly scrubs. Up next, we got the sneaky sneak skill. You can easily rocket ship your sneak level up to 100 within 5 to 10 minutes by repeatedly pickpocketing someone. Now, there's only a handful of NPCs in the game that will allow you to rummage their pockets and tickle their pickle as much as you please. Who the hell in the world would allow you to do such a thing? Well, that's obvious. Drug addicts, baby, my kind of people. Yes sir, that is me right there. Go to Castle Bravo. You want to go right up here in these steps into the skooma den, where you can find these scoundrels and you can run their pockets as much as you please, grinding your security level. But check it out, this door is a hard lock, which is perfect to do the lock picking technique I showed before to level up your security. So if you wanted, it'd be quite efficient, especially for a new character, to head directly down here, get your security level as high as you want by lock picking the door, then go inside and proceed to level up your sneak skill as high as you want. It's a perfect starting strategy for whenever you begin a new playthrough. For the speechcraft, I recommend you just play the disposition minigame with everyone you see, and that will raise your speechcraft level quite a bit. It only takes a minute and the minigame's pretty fun too, in my opinion, man. It's like a puzzle. So just do that with everyone, especially the store owners, and boom. There's plenty of ways to acquire a horse, but what about an armored horse? Yes sir, you can get an armored horse at the Chestnut Handy Stables. You just talk to the beautiful orc lady, demand the armored horse or else you'll ravage her to death, and she'll gladly give it to you.
Here you are.
If you're a big baller like me and ordered the deluxe edition, then you have some awesome gear waiting for you. Well, here's how to find it. The quests are actually already in your log. First is a wound in time. Activate the quest and it'll direct you to Kvatch, where you'll find this dinky dude.
Have our gods forsaken us?
So you complete the quest, and once you're done, go and speak to him again, then demand your reward. Request the equipment and he'll provide you with any and everything you ask for. By the way, like I said before, since gear scales to your level when you pick it up, you can continue to revisit this dude to upgrade and grab stronger versions of the same gear as you level up over time. Pretty snazzy, man, gotta say, pretty snazzy. The second quest is Burning Trail. You go ahead and activate it and progress through it. Now this is a very long and complicated quest, but once you're done, complete it, you can speak to this demon dude and he will give you all the gear you want. Now another DLC related adventure you can easily miss out on but should not is called Shivering Isles. Yeah boy, right here on the map you'll find a random mystical doorway which leads to another dimension. Now I won't spoil it because this is some of the best content in the entire game, but I highly recommend checking this out. Highly recommend it. And speaking of acquiring cool items, you can get one of the best helmets and bow at the very start of the game. So south of Imperial City, there's this stone right here that grants you a powerful bow and helmet, but only for 2 minutes. Well, you can do a trick to acquire these items forever. You simply shoot at a rock to deplete the health of the bow, then take some damage, have a mud crab attack you to deplete the health of the helmet, which allows you to repair them with a repair hammer. Now, for whatever reason, after repairing them to 100, if you drop the items, wait until the timer is done, you can pick them back up and hold them forever. The bow is decent, but in my opinion, I believe the helmet is totally worth grabbing. I love the helmet for many reasons. First of all, it has no weight, 0 weight with 3 defense points. Compare that to my other Elven light helmet, which weighs 2 pounds with only 1 defense point, and that is a huge difference. Plus, it looks sick. It looks awesome, man. Definitely one of the coolest and most valuable helmets you can get, especially early on. Now here's a quick settings tip, especially for controller players. Now I highly recommend button mapping the view change to something you can quickly and easily press even mid-combat. So for me, I got it as R3. Clicking right joystick, I can swap first to third person. I just feel like being able to easily swap your views is very helpful while you're in the middle of combat, considering how janky the camera can get. If you scoured YouTube, you probably have seen many different exploits and glitches, some that still work from the OG version and some new. First of all being the duplication glitch. You can duplicate any item, but I have here a few more advanced tips regarding these glitches. So if you're doing this duplication to make money, you'll have over 1,000 items you want to sell, but then you run into a problem because you can't sell them all for one giant chunk of money. Nah, these broke ass dudes don't have bread like that. You gotta do 600 gold at a time or whatever the merchant currently has. So here's the tip. In the Imperial City, go to the Mystic Emporium where you'll find a disgusting, ugly lady who has 2,500 gold she can sell at one time. That is huge, man. You can make bank off her. Plus, there's crates right outside the door which you can perform the duplication glitch on. So it's the perfect spot. But real quick, in case you don't already know how to dupe items, it's quite easy. You simply find a chest, place the item you want to duplicate on the right side, and then on the left, you hover over an item with a high quantity. That number is how many duplicates you'll create. So then you press R1 and X at the same time. R1 and L1 is the buttons to swap sides, so R1 and X simultaneously, and it should duplicate the item by whatever number quantity you used. And here's probably the most important tip of the video. Don't rush the main quest line. Instead of fast traveling right to each destination, explore through the paths. You'll find better loot, pick up on side quests, find new enemies, all that. Actually enjoy the damn game, because you only get to experience this first playthrough once. And to be honest, the main foundation of this game is constantly getting sidetracked and exploring new locations. locations as you traverse the world. That's what makes this game special. Alrighty, now it's your turn, my friend. Please comment below any tips or tricks you have about the game, any unique or valuable weapons and armor you want to talk about. Comment your opinions below. Drop a fat like on the like button if you made it this far. I thank you very much. I appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you later. Stay golden.